Big shifts are happening across the country. The ice line is finally retreating. Ozark lakes are opening up, and the Alberta Clipper system is going to stay to the north. Meanwhile, the Bassmaster Elite is turning into a heavyweight showdown. Brandon Palaniuk is putting on a clinic today. Let's dive right into the full weekend breakdown. All right, guys, let's start off looking at our tournaments. Bassmaster Elite on Okeechobee. Yesterday, Greg DiPalma had an absolute giant bag. 29 pounds, 12 ounces, almost 30 pounds. Insane. If we look at today, it looked like Brandon Palaniuk had almost 33 pounds. I haven't looked at the final weigh-in, but he had two 9-pounders that he caught back-to-back. And that's what Okeechobee can do, even though if you look at the cut line, weights are not that good. Maybe 12 pounds a day will get you into the cut. So click over on Bassmaster.com to watch the live there. It's going to be an exciting one for the weekend. Looking at the Bassmaster College Series that took place over on Smith Lake, looks like the boys out of Montevallo got it done. Daylon, Milam, and James Dubose. Congratulations to those two guys. They got some nice scholarship money. Looks like their team did pretty well. They got first and second place, so that's pretty awesome. And then out of Stephen F. Austin, Ben Burns and Grant Percival, they got third, and that's a great bass fishing school over there in Texas. So congratulations to everybody there in the college tournament. All right, shifting over to our nationwide weather map here. That Alberta Clipper system that we had been talking about is sitting right here, and it is going to stay to the north, which is great news for everybody that is fishing. We're not really going to see those storms that we thought we were going to see. It's looking great. There is going to be some snow up there in Maine and up by the lakes, but nobody's really fishing up there right now, so that's going to be okay for everybody. And as we go into the weekend, we are going to look at that one little storm that was coming across the Rockies is not going to be as bad as we thought, which is great. It's going to rain a little bit there in Kansas and Oklahoma, so bring your ponchos if you're going to be fishing on Sunday night or Monday. And then just looking quick into next week, looks like a big storm system that could possibly bring some severe weather into the southeast, all the way from Texas, all the way to the East Coast, and possibly some snow up here in Nebraska and Kansas. So we'll keep our eye on that, and we'll have an update for you at the beginning of next week. As for our temperatures, we're looking really great right now. It's very warm in the north, and the rest of the country is sitting either at average or above average, which is good for fishing. As we move into the weekend, we are going to have a cold blast that does move down behind that Alberta Clipper. That's going to bring some cold air down into parts of Kentucky and possibly Tennessee. Saturday and Sunday. It's just a little bit below average, nothing crazy. Make the nights cool down a little bit and just keep us in the same pattern we're sitting in right now. West Coast is looking great, all warm through the Rockies and the Great Plains. So looking really good to keep melting that ice. I see that the ice line has moved up into Kansas. It looks like the lake that I'm going to be fishing soon is possibly open, so waiting for some new satellite imagery to pop up to see if that is completely ice-free. Hopefully be fishing next week, so super excited about that. All right, looking at winds right now, it is with this system. There's a lot of winds pushing down from Canada into the Great Plains. Florida, you're looking at 10 to 20, nothing too crazy. Looking at Saturday and Sunday, that system is going to bring some more winds throughout the whole southeast, possibly up to 30 miles an hour in parts of Tennessee and Kentucky, northern Alabama, northern Mississippi on Saturday, and then on Sunday. That should be calming down, maybe 10 to 20 miles an hour all through here. And then all through the Great Plains, you're looking at 10 to 20. Possibly some areas higher winds, but nothing too crazy. Should be able to be out there and fish. All right, looking back at our baits of the week from earlier in the week, these still apply going into the weekend. In your pre-spawn areas, working a Lucky Craft LV500 off the bottom in rocky areas should be good. If it is really warm in your area, if you can get back into a shallow, flat pocket, throw a buzzbait, it can be a magical day. As far as the spawn goes, if you don't want to flip, you can get out the 6 Sense Hush Frog, throw that in bedding areas, and those bass on beds are going to absolutely destroy that thing coming over their bed, especially in those bluegill colors. And then last but not least, in our winter areas, in the Ozarks, areas like that, throwing jerk baits, or you can be throwing this finesse jig. This is the Dirty Jigs Luke Clausen finesse jig with possibly a max scent meaty chunk trailer. Any of these baits should catch you some fish in those areas. Find where the most active fish are, throw these baits, you're going to catch quite a few fish. Guys, that is your BPC weekend update. If you're fishing this weekend, don't forget to drop your favorite lake and the conditions in the comments, and we will talk about it in the next video. Let's build a great fishing community. Don't forget to subscribe, click the bell, follow me on all my socials, Marsh Madness on TikTok, G Marsh Fishing on YouTube, and G Marsh Fishing on Instagram. Guys, let's keep it going. Let's catch some fish this weekend. Let's get out there. Let's go.